Now I'd like to introduce a very dear friend, Stephanie Handler. Stephanie is a glaucoma patient, and she's a passionate advocate and a volunteer. And we asked her if she would be willing to share with us her story about having glaucoma. So Stephanie, if I could ask you to come up.
Thank you, Tom. It's an honor to be here. So I have to say, this is my first time sharing my story in a public forum besides right here on the Glaucoma Research Foundation website. I was diagnosed 5 years ago with primary open-angle glaucoma. I think day 3, I literally walked the half mile from my apartment to Glaucoma Research Foundation, knocked on the door crying, and just was looking for answers and really wanted to understand my diagnosis better. And over the past 5 years, thanks to the Glaucoma Research Foundation and also listening to presentations like Dr. Goldberg's, I continue to be inspired by the work the foundation does. When I was first diagnosed, I was diagnosed at San Francisco General Hospital's ophthalmology clinic. I went in, I was 42 years old, and I went in just thinking, my vision is getting a little blurry in my left eye. And I thought, it's time, to go to the eye doctor. It had been since, I think, 1997, since I had actually paid a visit to the eye doctor. So I went in, and they checked my pressure right away. I didn't even really know what a pressure check was. And my left eye measured at a 56. So I knew right then and there that something was wrong when the nurse gasped. I feel lucky and grateful to know that I have this disease because at least I'm aware. And I went for at least 10 years undiagnosed, an estimated 10 years undiagnosed, while still maintaining 20/20 vision to this day. I think when you live 3 decades, with a clean bill of health from your primary care doctor, and then you, find out that you have a chronic progressive eye disease when you enter your 4th decade, you have a choice. You can either grieve, which I did for about 3 days, or you can accept and acknowledge and just try to understand the diagnosis. I brought notes. I'm definitely a little nervous. For the past 5 years, I've volunteered for Glaucoma 360, and I've participated in research webinars conducted by Catalyst for a Cure. I visited board meetings, and I've been proactive about involvement in potential studies. I've joined online support groups, and I've met with members of congressional offices in Washington, D.C., and I've had the opportunity to tour the National Eye Institute. I've sat down with geneticists at Harvard, and I've shared my story with publications like Envision Magazine and Health Monitor. 5 years after my diagnosis, I stand here today continuing to embrace the Glaucoma Research Foundation's mission, purpose, and staff. From the day I knocked on Glaucoma Research Foundation's door in 2011, they have supported me every step of the way. I walked in the foundation one day with grief and questions and left that same day with hope and answers. I will continue to support this organization in any way I can for the next 5 years and beyond. Thank you.